Let's fight. A very good evening to each and every one of you. Let's fight. Guys, we don't know how things are where you are, but we are fired up at this end and we are ready to go. It's Monday and it's Pashway. Good to see each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from. Lots of information to share with you, lots of news, and we are superbly happy. We're superbly happy that you guys have chosen to make this your place to be at this 8 o'clock hour. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, guys, welcome in the ring. Believe it or not, it's our very first show for this new year 2022. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Let's fight. Wherever you guys are joining us from, good to see you. Some folks are early. Is it Ali Sher Greenwich in the ring very early on YouTube? I see Dawn Cook is there as well. Joylyn Cook, all the cooks on the ring tonight, all the cooks in this spot. I see Cheryl Mulrain as well, Milton Blue, Beatrice Selby, always one of the first to be on YouTube. Erwin Dawn, we see you. June Mona, wherever you guys are joining us from. Glendon Tony is watching us from Maryland, and I see Roxanne Odessa. Jacobs is here as well. Samantha Jilks, and Nesta Abridge is here too. Collis Walker, good to see you. Collis, how you doing? Good to see you, Collis. Joylyn Cook, Denny's, London, Welshman. Guys, let us know how you are receiving the audio out there. Everett Small says he is, oh my, that has gone by so fast. Lynette and Everett, is it? The names are going by so fast, guys. Estelle Sinclair, we caught that one. Again, Onika Brahma Paddy, Roxanne Liverpool, Leon Logan. I see one Paulette Hawkins. Guys, wherever you are joining us from around the world, welcome to our international show, In the Ring. It's Pashway Monday, and we're tremendously happy that all of you guys are with us. Guys, how did you come through the Christmas season? How you come through? A lot of people name calling. A lot of people name calling. We big. Tell them we big, but we stupid. Tell the Trenchies, tell the Jagabat, Sharon Dillon, Cecile Ogle, Elizabeth Williams. Elizabeth, how you doing? Elizabeth, when you coming in the ring? Elizabeth, when are you coming in the ring? When are you coming in the ring? Your name calling. A lot of people name calling. Guys, we say if your name calling for good reasons, it's good to go. Once your name calling for good reasons, you don't got to worry. Don't be like the Trenchies. Don't be like the Jaguar. Folks, we are fired up. The gloves are off. Who vex lose? Who vex the vex? It's Pashway. It's fight time. Good to see each and every one of you. And you guys know if you are coming in the ring. We always say to you guys, share the live stream. We hope you guys are fired up. You guys are locked in for this new year. You know, we had Amanza Walton this year and Ricky Ramsuru on our podcast. We loaded that during the course of lunch. And Amanza says her theme for this new year is hold of focus. You got to hold of focus, people. Beverly Moore King, hold of focus. Michelle McKay, hold of focus. Lucy Moore, you as well, hold of focus. Sasha Trim, hold of focus. Sheena Hazel, Sandra Facey, Michaela Webster, hold of focus tonight, guys. Hold of focus, Leslie Niles. Don't let it distract us. One mission we got this year, one focus. We got to do what we got to do, people. Horace Thomas, wherever you're joining us from, hold of focus. Shondell Moses, hold of focus. I see Nora Jones. Good to see you, Nora. You're here. Penelope, Howard and checking left. Neither, guys. So great to see each and every one of you guys. We are fired up. We are ready to go. Tyrese Gittins, we see you as well. Valda Robinson, we see you out there. Jamal Munsami, we see you out there as well. Pace and power in 2022. That's how we roll in, guys. Pace and power. And if you only blink tonight, you're going to miss something. If you only blink, so much news, so much information. If you blink, Michelle McKay, Lilith Jacobs, Lucy Moore, Shellon Joseph, you're going to miss something. We are fired up, guys, and we are ready to go. Pace and power in 2022. That's our theme. That is we theme. And if you guys want to borrow it, you can borrow it. Guys, wherever you're joining us from, share the live stream. Whoever page you're joining us from, share it. You guys joining us on Twitter, share that tweet, retweet. You guys are joining us on YouTube. Share the link with somebody though. Guys, subscribe as well to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. And if you're all on Facebook, we know a lot of you more fast for the new year. That is your resolution, to be more fast. You're just like me. Respect your manners. Be more fast for the new year. Good to see you, Ebon Lamy and Joret and Denise Booker and Carol Jilks. Carmen Bailey, we see you. Jermaine Osborne. Shirlene, we see you as well. Donna Liverpool. Trevon Patterson, we see you too. Michelle McKay, we see you. Diane McFarlane, what you doing out there? You should be in the ring. Good to see you, Diane. Kanoa. Good to see you. Owen, good to see Owen as well. Sabina Jacobs. Is it Sabrina? Patricia Kisoon. Guys, we want to see those emojis. How are you all feeling for the new year? You either fired up or you're fired down. We want to lukewarm people here. Come on now. We don't want any lukewarm folks here. Gladstone Matthews, is that you? How is the audio, guys? How are you guys receiving the audio this evening? Respect and manners to each and every one of you. I see Brent Mentor and Lisa. Good to see you. Is it? Let me go back up to Lisa Remy. Good to see you, Lisa Remy and Sharmila Simon Carter. Good to see you, Janet Edwards as well. Denise Booker, Jalisa Smith, how you doing? Come on down. What kind of one word is that? Night. Jalisa, come on. I want more words than that, Jalisa. Nicole, Brandis Higgins, guys, wherever you're joining us from, we want to see those emojis and we want to see those shares as well. Good to see each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from around the world. Good to see you guys. Let's fight. I am ready to fight. Ready to see what's on the fight card for this New Year's, guys. Confusion, powder. We ain't having it. Don't come wrong. We funny. It is what it is. It's fight. Fight or flight. How we gonna have it? We fighting. Fight or flight. The PvP gonna flight. We are fighting forward. Pace and power in 2022, guys. That's how we roll in. If you can't roll like that, don't come wrong. We funny. Don't come wrong. I'll be funny. That's what we're saying. Don't come wrong. We funny. And Beverly, tell them, don't come wrong. You funny. Lucille Carter, don't come wrong. We funny like that. Royston Sukram, is it Rohan Sukram? Let me get that right. Rohan Sukram, Diane Britton, Volme Wilson, Andrew Cuthbert. Tell them, don't come wrong. We funny. Pashway. It's fight. We fighting, y'all. Some people you gotta fight them. Some people you could talk to them. Some people you could negotiate. But some people like the Trenchies, the Jaguars, we gotta fight them. And I hope you guys don't get them a free pass in the comment sections. Gwenna Jones, some people in this life you gotta fight. Mark Razak and Florette Jacobs Ward, Auntie Sandra Hanover. Listen to me, if you gotta crawl off your sick bed to fight some people, that's how we roll in. Guys, share the live stream wherever you guys are joining us from. Some of you had a hard day too, but I still got something left to fight these Trenchies, to fight the Jagabats. We coming out of the blocks, fighting, kicking, screaming, biting the ears, punching the neck. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta fight them on the issues. Some people listen to me. Some people you can quarrel with. Some people might even gotta cuss out. But some other people you gotta fight them. You have to fight them. Who vex? We have no apologies. In 2022, we're gonna fight some people. Yep, Elizabeth Williams, isn't that so? Tell them don't come wrong. We funny. We ain't having it. Robin Noreen, we see you there. Melinda McKenzie, we see you as well. Melinda McKenzie, we see you as well. Good to see Rahim. Is it Amrali? Rahim Amrali. Good to see you. What, y'all can't get 7 names like Jeff? Verna Caesar, good to see you. Candy Naleen Indrajit, good to see you as well. And once Candy is here, Mark is not too far behind. Robert Lucas, good to see you as well, guys. We want to see those shares and we want to see those emojis as well. How y'all like how I got a new accent for the new year? We got to do what we got to do. Don't come wrong, we funny. This is how we roll in. Brenda Braffett, we see you there. Natasha Daly, we see you as well. And we see Shondell Moses, Ebon Lamy, Hollis London, Father Mike, each and every one of you. Michelle McKay, each and every one of you. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. We don't know about you, but we are fired up, ready to go, and ready to get into the fight. Who vex? Who vex lose? That's how we rolling. Stop it. This is how we roll. I see some of y'all out there. I see some of y'all. Y'all looking a little funny. Don't come wrong with like that. Don't come wrong with funny. You're going to be very disappointed. Do not come wrong with funny. Karen Miller, tell them. Rahim Amrali, tell them. Don't come wrong with funny. Hollis, London. Alvin Fraser, June Peters, and Beverly. Myrna Monroe, Ashley Starr Cameron. Tell them don't come wrong with funny. We going to fight y'all. Guys, I don't know about you, but I am ready to see what's on the fight card. I'm ready to see what's on the fight card, guys. I am so ready. James Bond name calling tonight on Umbrella Gate. James Bond, your name calling, boy. Your name calling. Umbrella Gate. I see Mohan Hardev. Your name calling. Who vex? Who vex lose? Guys, share the live stream wherever you guys are joining us from. Guys, we are picking up tonight with some issues from around the world. It's confusion powder. That's how the new year starts. Full-fledged confusion powder. Whatever we had here last year, they're sharing it internationally. We're exporting it now. It's confusion powder. Confusion powder, guys. So many things are happening around the world. We have to update you on confusion powder. Guys, share the live stream while we're at it. And if you're now joining us, we want to see those emojis as well. How are you guys doing out there? Confusion powder. Let's get right to it. Confusion powder on the international stage. And that is where we're starting this evening, guys. From around the world, Kenneth Dennis, wherever you're joining us from. In particular, I think Kenneth is in London. Kenneth Dennis, how you doing, Kenneth? Come on down. Kenneth, good to see you there. How's the weather in London? Foggy perhaps. In London town. Good to see you, Kenneth. Good to see you, Kenneth. Good to see you, Kenneth. Respect and manners. From around the world, guys, here are some of the issues that are making the news. South Africa Parliament. Y'all think we got problem here? Y'all think we have problem here? Huh? That Jacobat that we got as a speaker, think we got problem here? There's a little mic we take away. It's a little mace you're worried about. The whole parliament in South Africa burned down. It was burnt completely. That's what the news is telling us internationally. The South African National Assembly has been completely destroyed by fire. It's a little mace. You're getting worked up over. Huh? It's a little mace. Oh, Father. Folks, the year start hot. 2022 start hot. We told you all its pace and power in 2022, and the South Africans are leading the way. The whole National Assembly burned down. Robeson would say it's foreign actors. Robeson, your name calling. Robeson then would say it's foreign actors. The whole parliament, the National Assembly, upper lower chambers, the whole parliament burnt completely. The different in South Africa. Robeson will say some elements in the US. Rickford Burke, your name calling. Robeson would say some elements in the US of A. Hazel Austin, not so. Gwella Jones and Rahim Amrali, the people different in South Africa. We look at, we start the talk, you know. But not all of us walk the walk. Not all of us folks walk the walk. And so we are continuing to follow what is happening in Cape Town. It was burnt completely, and the folks, even the embers are catching on fire. According to the authorities, this would have happened over the weekend. Over the weekend, it says here in the report, a devastating fire swept through the South African Parliament in Cape Town, burning the upper and lower chambers. It's different, folks. Things different in South Africa. These people said, don't come wrong with funny. Things gotta happen. So 2022 started hot, folks, in South Africa. And that's just one of the things happening around the world. Look what's happening in Haiti. Look what's happening in Haiti. The Prime Minister's office says that the Prime Minister survived an assassination attempt just over the weekend. Prime Minister Ariel Henry, according to this report, we're picking up, gunmen unsuccessfully attempted to assassinate the Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry during an event on Saturday commemorating the country's independence. His office said quite recently in a statement And the report we have here suggests that Henry, the Prime Minister, said that bandits and terrorists had tried to shoot at him at a church in the northern city of, is it Gonibs? The northern city of Gonibs, where the ceremony marking the 218th anniversary of the independence of Haiti was taking place at a church. Them people I'm playing, them boys and kids, church, no church, you inside, you outside, they're coming for you, they're coming for you. And so the Prime Minister's office in Haiti has announced that the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, has survived an assassination attempt. You all remember it's just over a year ago. Jovenel Moïse, the president of Haiti, would have been assassinated, and there was an attempt on his wife as well. And now we're seeing the Prime Minister of Haiti, Ariel Henry, escaping narrowly this assassination attempt. Folks, we are following this information, and we trust that you guys who are now joining us would share the live stream, and we want to see those emojis as well, guys. We're fired up here. Peace and power in 2022. That's our theme here. And guys, as we get additional information on this story concerning the Haitian Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, we're going to be sharing more and more of that information with you guys. Good to see you, Kirk Heidekin and Fat Girl Henry. What kind of names you got on social media? Good to see you guys nonetheless. Additional things that are happening around the world. Folks, signs of the times, you know. It's signs of the time. The New Year's is off to a running start. Folks, it is off to a sprint start. And we encourage you, Marlon Tony and Shondell Moses, Chauvin Wright, Hollis London, wherever you guys are joining our broadcast from around the world, we're asking you guys to share the broadcast so that as many persons as possible can get this information. Another piece of information we are picking up, guys, from around the world. A newborn baby was found alive inside a toilet bin on a plane. Y'all think it's only here? People got no value for life, because just over the weekend, we pointed out on one of our programs, it could have been our podcast, Below the Belt, or right here in the ring, that on the east bank of Demerara, in a trench, a headless newborn was found there, a headless corpse, a headless cadaver of a newborn. You know, it says not only here, some people sick, you know. Some people sick. Newborn baby found alive inside a toilet bin on a plane. I want to check the plane to see if it's one we went on it, because, you know, we carry bad behavior all over the place, you know. We carry our bad behavior all over the place. But not Onika Glenn, not David Ward, or rather David Wood, not Cecilia Abrams, not Michael Wilson, not Devon Hughes. No, not those folks. The others, the trenchies, carry their bad behavior all over the place. Guys, we are so fired up here. We are so ready to go. We're so excited to see each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from. A lot of people name calling, guys. And as we get more information on this story here, we're going to have it available to you. But according to the report we have, it suggests that a woman is now in custody after a newborn baby boy was found in a rubbish bin in an airplane toilet. The 20-year-old Madagascar national is suspected of being the child's mother, though she initially denied parentage. This got to be Guyanese, you know, because a lot of Guyanese deny the children. A lot of Guyanese deny belonging to some children. A lot of Guyanese, so we got to watch this one. But according to the report, she's a 20-year-old Madagascar national. She was a passenger on a flight from her home country to another, is it Maturias? Yes, she was heading there. And according to the report again, it wasn't until the airport officials carried out a cabin inspection during a routine customs check that the infant was found. Again, newborn baby found alive. I want to underscore that. Tonya Cummins, the baby was found alive. Unlike the baby here. Folks, let me tell you something. If the Almighty, the man upstairs who brought us from 2021 to 2022, if the man upstairs, the man with the angle, Abba Father, the big man up there, if he said you gotta live, you will live. I ain't got nothing the PPP can do about that. Not the trenchies, not the Jagabats, not the Kavakamite, not the Hippocytes, No, nor the Philistines. Nothing they can do about that. If God Almighty says Chandel Moses will live and Marlon Thomas and Royston Melville and Roy Garraway, if they say you can live, nothing nobody can do about that. So this newborn baby was found alive. Was found alive. Let me bring it in close to show you what survival looks like. God said the child must live. And so the baby was found again. The mother was going to an airport called Sir Siwagar Ramlogan International Airport in Mauritius. From Madagascar, when the authorities carrying out a usual inspection of the cabin, a routine inspection of the cabin, found this newborn baby alive. Folks, listen to me, right? Listen to me. Again, this child was going from Madagascar. The child was going from Madagascar. That's where the child was going from, you know. That's where the mother to Mauritius. From Madagascar to Mauritius. When the authorities found the child, when the big man upstairs, you know, somebody listening to me tonight need to hear this. Amen. Do you have an amen? Somebody listening to us tonight needs to hear this. From Madagascar to Mauritius. Madagascar to Mauritius. Found alive, a newborn baby. What a way to start the year. It reminds me of a gospel song. When Jesus said, yes, no man can say no. Moving on. Amen. Amen, guys. Amen. Some other information from around the world, guys. And this one you're going to love. Now, this is a British-born broadcaster. But his parents are Guyanese. His parents took ownership of him. He left here since the 1950s. He is now 68 years old. He's a former politician and a broadcaster living in London, England. And he was recently knighted by the Queen for his service to equality and human rights. And that was part of the Queen's New Year's honor, part of the monarchy's New Year's honor. And his name is Trevor Phillips. I know enough of y'all now going to say y'all know Trevor Phillips. Y'all and Trevor's family. Left here since the 1950s. He went to school here in the 1950s. Even though he was born in Britain, he went to school here and he studied at Queen's College. He was recently knighted by the Queen again for his equality and human rights, his services to equality and human rights. He's a politician, he's a former politician rather, and broadcaster. You know, some of y'all making our hands fall in the diaspora. Well, some of y'all make me hands fall right here. But that being said, Trevor Phillips got the standard, got a national standard flying very high, the golden arrowhead flying very high. And you know, those of you who are like Trevor Phillips, you're doing your best out there. You're working hard. You got good values. You got integrity. You got character. And you are doing us proud. Respect and manners to each and every one of you. Respect and manners to Trevor Phillips and his entire family for doing us so proud in the diaspora. Guys, wherever you guys are joining us from, respect and manners, especially to those folks who are joining us from Great Britain this evening. Guys, as you come on, ensure that you share the live stream. And we want to see those emojis as well. Y'all just come to spectate, or you're going to be active. You're going to engage this program and share the live stream wherever you guys are joining us from. Listen to me. If you're all joining us from my page, the Share Avery Duncan page, share the damn live stream. If you're joining us from the Christopher Jones page, you know what you got to do. Come on. We're not spectating in 2022. We're activating pace and power. If you're joining us from the New AFC page or the AFC page, you got to share the live stream and show the emojis as well. Pace and power, Volme Wilson in 2022. So respect and manners to our brother, our cousin, our father, our uncle, Trevor Phillips, right, for doing us so proud. And as we move on, things take a little drastic turn, guys. Things are taking a little drastic turn in the diaspora. We're still looking at information from around the world, you know. We ain't come home yet. People. But we're coming home. We're still around the world. And then we can start circling the Trinidad International Airport, coming for landing. We are still circling. No, we're circling. We're still in the diaspora. Information from around the world. But this one is sad, guys. This one is sad. Manhattan men, rather, were held recently. Two guys were held recently for the killing of a Guyanese in New York there. And the Guyanese gentleman is Andrew, is it Kunji? Andrew Kunji? Andrew Kunji. And folks, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family, his relatives. We are learning here that 22-year-old Raymond Kenner and Alexander Stevens, 31, both of Manhattan, New York, were just last week, Thursday, charged for the fatal stabbing of this Guyanese man, Andrew Kunjun, of Queens, New York. And the incident happened just about a week ago, based on the information we have at hand here. And the report says that Kenner had blood on his clothing and a folding knife in his pocket when he was arrested in connection with the killing of the 25-year-old Andrew Kunji there of Hollis, Queens, guys. And so again, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family killed there in Manhattan, and he was from Hollis, Queens. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and the community, which I'm certain loved him. Moving on, folks, we are now, I think, a little closer to home. Now a little closer to home, folks. We are now a little closer to home. Hamper Nation. James Bond name calling. Hamper Nation. Y'all sharing this live stream or we spectating tonight? Paulette Niles. We spectating or we sharing the live stream? We sharing the live stream. Patricia Kissoon and Neil Court. Auntie Sandra Hanover. Anthony Higgins Arjun. Joy A. Hopkinson. Sheena Hazel. Eileen Griffith Norton Innes. These names. They take me the whole hour to call names. Come on, man. Give me a short name to call quickly and move on. Share the live stream. It's a Hamper Nation. It is a Hamper Nation. That is what we are. That is what we have become. It is a Hamper Nation. Look, before I get into Hamper Nation, let me ask you guys to do us a favor. Just before we get into Hamper Nation, James Bond, your name calling. Azruddin Mohammed, name calling as well, guys. Just before we get into Hamper Nation, we need your help as well. I think it's only some people need help. We need help too. And we're not afraid to ask for it at all. Guys, this is going to be a year that we do a lot of big things. We are expanding what we do. We already have the Below the Belt podcast daily now, every day, even weekends. We're on 12 to 1, Guyana time, 12 to 1, Guyana time with our podcast Below the Belt. And then we are here daily, Monday to Friday in the ring, 8 to 9. And then we have our website, Credible Sources, GY.com. That's the address. The name of the website, of course, is Credible Sources, and we're going to be putting up lots of information out there for you guys to consume, because we know you guys want credible and valid information, and we got some other things on the card as well for you, but we cannot do it without your help. And quite a few of you would have helped us in 2021, and we hope that even more of you do so in 2022, realizing how needed such a program as this and our other platforms are. And because of that, guys, we have several platforms available to you. At Cash App is $, in the ring 592. At Cash App is $, in the ring 592. At PayPal is in the ring 592 at gmail.com. Again, at PayPal it's in the ring 592 at gmail.com. At the local Cash App, which is our MMG system here in the national capital city of Georgetown, Guyana, the MMG number there is 627-6963, 627-6963. And those of you who don't appreciate those platforms, we ain't got a problem with MoneyGram, and MoneyGram ain't got a problem with us, neither does Western Union, guys. So we're good to go at that end. You need any guidance on this and any other information, you got an information tip, you got some news, you got some photograph, the number you want on WhatsApp is that very MMG number, 627-6963, 627-6963. If you need any guidance, guys, and get us off to a good start, get us off to a sprinting start for the new year. That being said, folks, ladies and gentlemen, Hamper Nation is where we want to head into. Hamper Nation. James Bond name calling, Ashruddin Mohammed name calling, cigars and cognac name calling. Folks, Umbrella Gate, Umbrella Gate, Umbrella Gate. Everything in this country is a hamper. Everything in this country. Women get abused, they get hampers. Fishermen, the fish and biting the nets anymore, they get in a hamper. Hamper for everything. Your head's hotting is a hamper in your chest. A Club Social and a Dixie. Hamper. Quarter pint island and half pint split peas. Hamper. Soon your foot hotting, take a hamper in your chest. Pop. Hamper Nation, the PPP, the installed PPP regime, they have turned us into a nation of mendicants and beggars. Even though we have this vast, this very, very vast oil wealth. It's like the more oil we pump, is the more poor we get in. Is this the Dutch disease? Is this the resource curse? The more oil we pump, is the more poverty. And so quite a few comments were had this weekend when Ashruddin Mohammed, leading Team Mohammed of Mohammed Enterprise fame, was there, especially on the East Coast in villages like Melanie Damshana, like Nonpareil, sharing out hampers. And this was a partnership for all intents and purposes between attorney at law and businessman James Bond and Ashruddin Mohammed, again of the Mohammed Enterprise of fame, and the face pretty much of Team Mohammed. Guys, share the live stream, share the live stream. And a lot of people were very upset, right? But one of the things that was on the scored in this exercise, and I think it was Member of Parliament, Director of Finance, who pointed it out, that people are starving in this country. As I said, even with the humongous, the bigly amount of natural resources that we have, a lot of people are still starving. A lot of people are barely getting by. And so people are scrambling for any little bit of food that they can get. You think the people got time with this? And so I want to make it pellucid. We aren't hitting this businessman by any means. Kudos to him. Let me put it that way. Kudos to anybody who want to take up such an effort, who feeling the pains and the pangs of the people and want to do such an activity. But we could not help but underscoring how the policies that are being created by the PPP seem to be keeping people in poverty more than elevating people from the lower class into the middle class, which is what any sensible, right-thinking, competent government wants to do. But not the PPP, not the PPP. No. So folks, some of this went down again just over the weekend. Some of it again went down just over the weekend on the East Coast, and quite a few people took umbrage. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is some of that sharing out of these hampers, by an establishment that is managed by James Bond there in Melanie. Good. And so we're going to take some of the video footage from that, and then we're going to come back, guys, on the other side. This is what went down there. This is just some of what went down. Yep, that is just some of what went down there, guys, on the East Coast. But it seems that a lot of people weren't so upset about that. A lot of people weren't so vexed about that. It seems that what seemed to upset people is the photo of the day. What seemed to upset people is the photo of the day. Guys, I will let you know that James Bond is going to be with us in a subsequent broadcast, and perhaps we're going to raise this very, very issue with James of what we have become, this hamper nation. That's what we have become, a hamper nation. And in a Facebook post, James Bond said very publicly, nobody can tell you who for line with. Nobody can tell him who to love, who vex, vex. Basically, that's what James Bond said. Who vex, vex. But we can promise you guys, in a subsequent broadcast, we are going to have James with us. But as I said, what seemed to have set some people off about this whole Hamper Nation and this particular exercise is James fetching an umbrella for Azharuddin Mohammed. Photo of the day, folks. That has earned the place of our photo of the day. This seems to have ticked people off for some reason. Azharuddin Mohammed and James Bond seem to be friends. And, James seems to be just sheltering his guests who would have partnered with him to do this exercise. So why people vex? Why people vex? That's what I want to know. Desiree Thomas, why you vex? Stacey and Stoll, why you vex? Jaiwan Bunduri, Nadira Sukraj, why we vex? And John, Koana, Mingo, why we vex? Leonard Zephyr, your name calling, why we vex? Mark Doris. Y'all can tell me why we vex? Why we vex? It's an umbrella, it's an umbrella, it's an umbrella. It's an umbrella. I don't want to be, Bond was being humble there, Bond never likes to be braggadocious. Candy, he's a Terrian. It's just an umbrella, man. Why are we getting vexed for umbrella? But it seems that this kind of went into some people's psyche. And, folks who would have spoken to us about how offended they were by the optics here said it harkened back to some days of slavery and so on. This thing in the psyche, we have been slaves longer than we've been free. Check 400 years plus you had for slavery. We plus 400 years since we're free. Some of the wounds fresh. Martin Carter has a poem where she talks about the history of our wounds. Y'all got to read in 2022 the history. Said, come let me enunciate the history of our wounds. And so the wounds fresh for some people. And when they saw sites like this, people sent a photograph to us. They said, this look too much like Mercedes. That's what people said to me. That is what they said to us. They said, look too much like Mercedes. The thing that people feel, they said, don't come around, we funny. They said, don't come around, we funny, because they give you a hand for being out to bow down. But folks, this is a matter that is opened up for big discussion. You understand? It's a matter opened up for big discussion. When you get in help, when you need, you're hungry, you get the help. You get time who fetch an umbrella. That's another part of the argument. But as I said, James is going to come at some point and perhaps he got to answer for himself. Right? James said he's taken a rest from politics. He seemed to have taken a rest from law. He's just interested in business and doing what do you call it? Fulfilling his cooperative, his corporate responsibility. Right? This is part of his benevolent ethic. That is the phrase I was looking for. Part of his benevolent ethic. So this photograph here seems to what people people had in their psyche when they saw, as I said, this other photograph. It seemed to have jarred them wrong. it jabbed them wrong. The wounds apparently still fresh. Daphne, Joseph Lee, and Margaret Craig. The wounds, the history of our wounds, according to our national late great poet Martin Carter, is still fresh. But folks, we say, hold of focus. Born a man's team this evening, a man's Walton this year, the member of parliament, she said she team for this year is whole of focus. Whole of focus. Sharon Costello, Edwards, and is it Sherbone, and all you fantastic folks. Whole of focus. Whole of focus, guys. Don't let this photograph make me say and do unsavory things. If businessman Azharuddin Mohammed wants to be helpful to any community, he has a right to do that. And if the people in those communities needs help, they can go out. Yeah, they can reach out to him. If James wants to fetch him an umbrella, what it got to do with me? What it got to do with us? But people say the optics. People say in politics, the optics. People say Azharuddin Mohammed and company funding the PPP, and so we want to see none of the people now, now towing to them as the is it the Japanese or the Chinese say, bowing down to them. We want to see that. And so for a lot of folks, this photograph here, or picture of the day, rubbed them wrong because it was reminiscent of them days, them master days, and they are having it. They are not having. Folks, people are very, very serious. in 2022. Very, very serious. They got some third rails in politics. We want touch. They got some third rails. And so again, we reached out to James, and we have been promised that very, very short order, James can come on and James can talk for himself. This man defended people for a living, and that's sure he could defend himself. So I'm going to wait, really and truly. Good job there, Azruddin Mohammed and Team Mohammed, helping people. The rest is a toss-up. The rest is up for discussion. And people can parse that however they want to parse that. The politics, James, James is not PPP, he ain't going to PPP. He said that in the post. He's not PPP and he ain't going to PPP. And he said you could call how much house slave you want, call he can choose who you want to love and how you want to love them and all those things. That being said, folks, moving on in the fight card. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Spot it. Moving on, folks. Spot it. James, remember we have a deal, James. Remember we have a deal, James. We have a deal. Folks who are now joining us, share the live stream. You don't come here for look nice only. Right? We breaking up families. A woman Eccles told me last evening, she said, when you come on in the night, was at a function in Eccles last evening. The woman came up to me very loud, very boisterous. She said, you son of a gun, you're breaking up families. In the ring, you're breaking up families. When you come on at 8, my husband said, don't talk to me, woman. Don't talk to me. We're breaking up families. But she left saying, good job you're doing. And we extend that to our entire team. Spotted. The same way, guys. We there. And next thing you know, we name calling. Now, this aspect of our program, Spotted, is for people who we see out there, people who are perhaps noteworthy, celebrities and so forth and such and much and so forth. You understand me? And we there. Watching stuff on social media, watching certain programs like Nothing to Laugh About and so on, enjoying some relaxationers. You think we always serious here? You think we always like this? No. They got times when you got to, re-energize, recharge. So we there. Folks, next thing you know, out of nowhere, we name calling. Can you imagine that? We name calling. But we ain't taking it, son. We are not taking it like that. Look how we named the calling recently. Look how we name what's calling recently.
Pay increase is no relief. Cost of living high. With 7%, the only thing is sweetie we could buy.
Jingle hell, kinda we come from. Where the grass is green and the sky is blue and the water brown like rum. Oh,
The pay increase is no relief. Cost of living high. With 7%, the only thing is sweetie we could buy.
Flashing on my screen is a one-man circus show. A man who dared to dream of a virtual blow. Join him in the ring, 8 o'clock at night. What fun is it to watch all the losers fast and fight? Oh,
in the ring, share nonsense you say. Don't you know this thing is rigged? Look the other way. Hey,
Ring the bell, ring it loud as hell. Over there in Parliament, his dreams they're trying to sell.
from Priya to McCoy, Schumann and Sherrod. Not a color boy is free of any mud. A merry bunch of clowns, oh what a sight to see. And for the show we have to pay a very hefty fee. Oh,
GP hell, you didn't come to play. Oh, what fun it would be to see you on your way. Hey, GP hell, our Christmas was.
Folks, we're causing it. We there. Next thing you know, we name calling. We're causing it. Maria Benchcup, Lyndon Jumpy Jones, Nothing to Laugh About team. We're causing it. Well, we want y'all to know. Touche. Nothing to Laugh About franchise and entity. Touche. We coming for y'all, in 2022 is pace and power, and some people, you got to fight them. And so Maria Benchcup and Lyndon Jumpy Jones, to quote a Christmas carol, since we yet in the season, y'all better watch out. We coming for y'all. You better watch out. We coming for y'all. Quote unquote, whoever wrote that Christmas carol. You better watch out. Don't come wrong with funny. That being said, guys, moving on. Things are serious now. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Father, have mercy. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Every day we come in this country. Every day something. Confusion powder. That's how we started our program. Confusion powder. Water Street. In name as in nature. Flooded. Business is affected. Somebody can say pump attendant sleep away. But I know it's the PPP since they come in. Is one purgatory to the next. They can't do nothing right. Signs of the times, folks. Water Street, underwater, flooded. Signs of the times. You need a boat to catch the pavement. Water Street, in name as in nature. Come on, PPP. You can't do nothing right. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Body found on Kitty Seawall just today. Just this afternoon. Life cheap in this country. Headless baby in river. Body found on Seawall. The year just started, you know. The year just started. I hope some of y'all pray hard all this night. I hope some of you pray hard all this night. And we know that we're heading into a period in our nation of prayer and fasting. Lots of the churches use January as a time to pray and fast. And we hope some of y'all going to follow suit. We hope some of y'all going to follow suit. I plan to put in a couple days myself. Because some of these strong men, some of the jagabats, we got to drive out by prayer. It's fighting a different fight at a different level. Fighting a different fight for and at a different level. Body of man found on Seawall. Signs of the time. And it goes on. Signs of the times. Body of man found on the Seawall. Oh, couple escape major injuries. People asking the question, what the ass is this? What the ass is this? Hold on, I'm cursing. Hold on. They say, what the ass is this? The people were swerving from a donkey and the car turned over upside down. They were swerving from a donkey and the car turned over. Folks, if I see a donkey, we got a lot of them in the National Assembly now on the other side. If I see a donkey, it's mirror them. Right? A young businessman of Anna Regina and his wife are counting their lucky stars according to the report. Are counting their lucky stars. I think we picked this up out of iNews. I think it is. I want to give the attribution there. A young businessman of Anna Regina and his wife are counting their lucky stars after an accident in which he was in on Sunday night, forced him to steer his car away from crashing into a donkey, but ending up slamming into a lamppost, uprooting it, and then toppling. Yep, signs of the times. The man and his wife escaped. The man is Vic. Is it Surak Paul? Vic Surak Paul and his wife, Saromi Chumalal. Vic Suraj Paul and Saromi Chumalal escaped narrowly. They saw a donkey and they swerved. And this is the condition of their vehicle. Let me bring it up very, very close so you guys can have appreciation of what transpired here. I want to bring it up as close as possible. Give me a second, guys. Some of y'all fast. So we got to facilitate y'all. Some of y'all very fast. Look at the condition of this car. Y'all see the story some of y'all donkeys causing? You see the story? This car look like it right off. Swerving from a donkey, signs of the times, people. That is how the third day in 2022, and look what we have to. Look the kind of a running start. Look the kind of running start we have to. I telling you guys, I see a donkey on the road. It's me or this donkey, you know. It's me or this donkey. That's how we badly wounded. Listen to me. I come out and can't fight the donkey, you know. Fight it. Signs of the times, folks. Files of the PPP. We are right back there. More signs of the times. The fires of the PPP. Folks, since them boys come in, it's fires and rumors of fire. Fires and rumors of fires. The fires in PPP. There's a fire nation, you know. There's a fire nation. Those folks, I never see so much fire in 20 months. Like since these Jagabats were installed, August 2nd, 2020, it's fire. Fire nation. Fire, fire, fire. Fire. The fires of the PPP. Look what has transpired. Just to give you a sense. Just over the weekend, a major portion of the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, and the report we're following here says that a fire occurred in the echocardiograph room, the echocardiograph laboratory, which is located on the first floor of the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. And the entire room was severely damaged. And we're being told that the damage is estimated between 25 to 30 million. It's a PPP. Even if the damage was 5 million, they would have said between 25 and 30 million. Because you know what? Who know? Who know? And they're telling us here that the disruption to services can last for months. Can last for months. $25 million to $30 million in damages. And again, this is the echocardiograph laboratory of the Ghana Public Hospital Corporation. And we wish to see this entity repaired and brought back to its former state very, very swiftly, so that those persons who depend on the services from the echocardiograph room can receive those services in a timely manner. The fires of the PPP. Look what happens since they come in. Fire. See, we like when them fires of the PPP. And these are some people, you know. These are just some of the fires of the PPP that people. Folks, wherever you're joining us from, share the live stream. You had the major fire at the Breakdown Police Station. That major fire at the Breakdown Police Station. You remember that one? Historic. 80% of the compound razed to the ground. Inferno. And then you had the GPHC fire. Quite recently, I just spoke about that. Then you had the fire at the Office of Professional Responsibility of the Ghana Police Force. The same building that houses the DPP office in Ivleri there. You had the fire. And then you had the Charlestown Post Office, mysteriously burned down. And then you had the fire at Camp on Charlotte Street. Just the other day, where that firewoman braving that fire without protective gear. A hero to some. A hero to some. These are just some, you know. There's some we picked up by memory. The fires of the people. And then we had rumors of fire. There were several fire alarms at the NIS on Breakdown. We used to do homework here, you know. We ain't bluffing. There was a fire alarm triggered several times at NIS and Breakdown. You had the Camberville Post Office, fire alarm there. Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. Fires of the PPP, folks. Fires of the PPP. There's only a couple of them we pull out. Only a couple of them. The Mabaruma School went up in flames. North Georgetown Multilateral went up in flames. It's only some people. Fires of the PPP. Then there's the Fire Nation. But we got out the fire. In 2022, we are going to out their fires. Right? And you all know Ben is always quick. Ben is always quick. Robeson Ben, the installed Minister of Home Affairs, always quick to be attributing blame. When that fire was there, that building that houses the Office of Professional Responsibility and the DPP's office, Robeson Ben had a lot of comments. He had lots of comments attributing blame right away. No investigation done, but Ben was there attributing blame. This is what he said at that time.
Before it appears that we are experiencing a trial by fire again in Guyana, I have said publicly that it appears that a subliminal message is being put around the areas, the country, starting from some pyrotechnic-minded persons in the United States, and that maybe, perhaps much more than likely, that the incidents we see and the timings at which they occur are related to those more than subliminal message about George Samuel Bunce if the PPP don't do whatever. But we will stand firm here. We will stand firm. We'll make sure the work of our government and through that the development of our country proceeds. We have to be much more vigilant throughout all the services, and we have to have everyone aware that the risk fire poses not only to the lives of individual people and their employment, but also the proper function and the working of the government and for our achieving our pathway to sustainable development.
Yep, we beg, but we ain't stupid. We beg, but we ain't stupid. Ben was quick to blame international actors. He says them people in New York. It's them people in New York. He was very, very quick to blame international actors. The report finished weeks ago. It can't come out yet. We thought Ben would have been very, very quick to give us the facts of the origins of that fire that destroyed the Office of Professional Responsibility about 2 months ago. It also houses, that building also housed the DPP's office. We still waiting. Ben said the report got to be double checked and triple checked and verified and ratified and all of that, spell check and so on. We still waiting. We thought the report haven't been completed. He would have been very quick to let us know, confirm it was the international actors. And now they're saying arson is suspected in that fire there at the GPHC. They already. We're still waiting for the report though. We are still waiting. Folks, we big, but we ain't stupid. We are big. Big folks. We beg, but we ain't stupid. Pace and power in 2022, guys. The National Assembly. Let us turn our attention there very quickly. The PSC chair in having it with Gail Teixeira. The Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly, the chair has said, the government stalling the Public Procurement Commission. Why? Because they get to issue contracts to who they like, how they like, when they like, and for how much they like. And so they are stalling the Public Procurement Commission being operationalized. And this is what the chairman of the PSC said, Mr. Jermaine Figueroa. He said, let me make it abundantly clear to this committee, this is the PSC, that I have made strenuous efforts on numerous occasions to contact Madam Teixeira so that we can bring this issue to finality. This is the members coming to a conclusion on the members of the Public Procurement Commission. Right? He wants to bring it to finality. He went on to say many calls were unanswered, many texts were unanswered. Right? Many texts were unanswered, or rather, many texts were answered late, and those proposed meetings could not have been met. So they're doing everything. This is the chairman, Jermaine Figueroa, of the Public Accounts Committee that supervises the spending in this nation. And you want to institute the Public Procurement Commission and Gail's dodging the man, Gail dodging the man. They're dodgy and shady, but we're following that. They're dodgy and shady. We beg Gail, but we ain't stupid. We know what y'all want to do. Y'all want to give, who y'all want to give contracts, how many contracts y'all want to give out, when y'all want to give them out, and the kickbacks that y'all can get. So y'all would never want the Public Procurement Commission to be operationalized because y'all dodgy. Stop dodging the chairman, Gail, and set up the damn commission. That being said, folks, that being said, we beg, but we ain't stupid. And we saw this electoral reform group come out recently and say to the installed regime that the splitting up of Region 4 is unjustified and provocative. You remember they want to split up Region 4 electorally into some big districts and a whole set of confusion powder. More and more civil society groups are speaking up against the excesses of this installed administration. Kudos to them. And so we were happy when we saw recently this electoral reform group, again, chiding the administration, slapping them in the face, saying the splitting up of Region 4 is unjustified and provocative. You and I know what they want to do. the APNU AFC, one of their strongest regions, is Region 4. And so the PPP, they want to split up the region to their electoral benefit. We beg. But we ain't stupid. That's what this group telling them, this electoral reform group. We beg. But we ain't stupid. And finally, folks, oh Father, oh Frank, for the new year, try something new. Try resigning. Installed Minister of Health, Frank Anthony. You never know what happened, you know. I think Frank gave up. Frank gave up. Frank just shameful at the office. Oh, Frank, let your New Year's resolution be just giving up. Giving up. Hand over this COVID governance to somebody who actually know what they're doing. Frank didn't know when we had the Delta. Dr. Carissa Etienne from PAHO, the director, told us, y'all got the variant. It took the Trinidadians discovering an actual case for Frank to acknowledge. Yep. The Trinidadians discovering a case of Delta. Frank said he didn't see the report from Etienne. He didn't read it. We wanted to be briefed. It took months for Frank to acknowledge we had the Delta. And even when, about a month and a half ago, Venezuela had Omicron, you had Brazil with Omicron, right on the border. Frank didn't acknowledge it. Where? He was looking. Where? Now he's saying Omicron could be circulating. He ain't sure. They didn't do no tests. But he's saying because of the peaking of the COVID number once more. Just last week, he telling us we were turning the bend on COVID. We're flattening the curve. He said we're peaking again. We are peaking again. He says we likely have Omicron circulating. No tests, no nothing. We're just going by guess. Right? Guesstimation. That's the science for them. They don't like science. It's guesstimation. They like economics. They ain't like public security. They ain't like medicine. They ain't like science. It's guesswork, you know. How you think you got over 1,000 dead in the last 18 months? How you think we, from 21 deaths when they took over to over 1,000? It's guesstimation. How you think from 474 cases, confirmed cases of COVID, to over 45,000 now? It's guesswork Frank doing. Pure guesswork. I guess we have it here. The numbers could be spiking. It's something caused it to spike. What about the Kashif and Shanghai football match in Linden and after party? Maybe it's that. That the authorities turning a blind eye to what y'all running down James Bond. When James Bond place open at 10 o'clock and COVID curfew says it's 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock, y'all park up outside. James close the door. James close the door. And Kashif and Shanghai, the sports director, got hundreds of people partying with no social distancing, no mask, no nothing. But the health minister said maybe it's the other variant. It's not Delta. Maybe it's Omicron. It's not got things spiking. Frank, we beg. Frank, we beg, but we ain't stupid. We beg, but we ain't stupid, Frank. Oh, Frank, do something new for the new year though. Let your resolution be resignation for the new year. Oh, spare another 1,000 Guyanese. Give them a chance to live, Frank. Give us a chance to live. Please. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our program this evening. Great to see each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from this evening around the world, guys. Tracy Mullen and Spurley, guys, we ask you to share the live stream. Before you go, share the live stream. Adele Semple, good to see you out there. Paulette Greaves, Janet Edwards, Auntie Sandra Hanover, Betsy Fries, good to see you out there. If you feel like you're choking on information, then we have served our purpose. If you feel like you're getting colic from information, then we have served our purpose over this last hour you guys have spent with us. Wilma Grant and Yvonne Daly, Lester Williams, Jamal Aziz, Sharon Castillo Edwards, Deborah Fraser, Gwyneth Jones, Gavin Holder, Joy Lincoln, Glennis, Mingo Byrne. Guys, come on board in 2022 and partner with us. Help us to do this bigly. Stop being a spectator and start being a contributor to our program. We got Cash App, we got the PayPal, we got MMG, we got MoneyGram, we got Western Union. Stop being a spectator and come on board, guys, and partner with us. It's been our privilege being here with you guys over the last hour. Guys, before you go, remember, don't be like them. Don't be like them. Social distance, wear your mask, sanitize, guys. Practice all the COVID-19 protocols that are in place for your health and your safety, that of your family, friends, and loved ones before you go. Some of y'all spectating too much, and it's pace and power in 2022. Pace and power. We ain't spectating. Some people you got to fight. Some of them you got to fight. And that is what we are committed to. Good having each and every one of you. Tasha Sealet and Desmond Harris. Good to see you. Desiree, Emmanuel James, I said, is going to be with us in a subsequent program. He's going to be with us. He has promised that. He said he couldn't be here this evening. We reached out to him. He said he's going to be here on a subsequent program, guys. And so we are putting that out there at this point. Maureen, I see you there. David Wood, Abigail Otlin Passal, we see you. Lover and Harricher and Kelman. But all the Passals out tonight. Jem Van Veal, Ann Beverly, Desiree Manuel, Elizabeth Narayan, Antonio Narayan, Raymond Narayan, all you fantastic, beautiful people, all the folks in London, respect and manners to each and every one of you, guys, respect and manners. Kenneth Dennis, good to see you as well, Kenneth, joining us from London. Good to see you, Ingrid King, Vanessa Andrews, June, is it Hilkin, Richard Fordyce. So I got some fancy, beautiful names. Tesri Manuel, Natasha Joseph, Brett Mentor, guys, as you go, share the live stream. That's our time for this evening. We're going to see you back tomorrow at 12 below the belt with our podcast. Thanks for joining us, folks, in the ring. It has been our privilege from Guyana, folks. See you guys later. Stay safe out there. Stay safe.